Hello and welcome back to my channel, Craft Time by Casey. I'm Casey and today I have a super simple technique for hoop earrings that I want to show you. It should be a pretty short video, but today I'm going to be making this particular pair right here, the orange and red one, and I'm super happy with how they came out. Of course, we have a similar design in the middle one there, and then different beads for this one, but the same method to make the earrings. Most of the parts of these earrings came from Sam's bead box for the month of July 2022. And if you would like to see how these earrings came about, then stay tuned. All right, so let's get right into it. I'm going to start with the tools that I will be using. I'm going to be using my set of round nose pliers, and I will be using my set of cutters. I do want to mention my tool set. I'm not going to be using my chain nose pliers today, but this is part of the tool set that I have. And this tool set is called Casual Comfort. You see it right there. And I absolutely recommend this tool set. It is very high quality, very well made. The biggest thing for me is it has adult size grips. They're very comfortable to use. A lot of times in the store, for whatever reason, the tools come very, very tiny. And when I found these, I knew I had to share it with people. But even if you don't get this set, I definitely recommend investing in your tools. It is just absolutely worth it. I will have these linked below, along with everything else that I use that did not come from the bead box. As I stated in the intro, this is going to be a very quick video to show the different style of hoop earrings that I've made. So I'll go ahead and bring these out. So this is one pair of the earrings that I've made, and I just absolutely love these shells that came in Sam's bead box for this month. Very, very pretty. All right, so I'm going to be using the orange and red shells that came in the box, along with the 10mm crackle beads. And I will also be using 4mm bicones from my own stash, both red and orange. I will be using these flower-shaped bead caps, these 5mm spacers, and also these 3mm spacers. The very simple method that I use to make hoop earrings, I use the bead along memory wire, and I use the bracelet size. You can also get necklace size, but I use the smaller size, and I cut one hoop around, and I try to cut it as close to a complete circle as I can, because I'm just making one hoop earring. I'm going to go in, and when I first curl this side back, I'm going to be curling it back on its side. So it's very important that you don't curl it back straight up on top of it and curl it back that way, because then your loop will be facing the opposite direction that you need it to. So I'm going to turn it on its side, and I'm going to go in with the end of my round nose pliers, and I'm just going to grab it pretty good and curl it back. Curl it back a little bit, go back in, curl it back, let it go, and keep doing that until it goes all the way back around and meets the original wire, just like that. So again, you want the loop to be facing up and down like this. That way when you turn it here, it should be going in the same direction as the wire. So now that we have one loop, we want to make sure we put all the beads on the other side before we hoop it off. The order of beads is 3mm spacer, orange bicone, 3mm spacer, red bicone, 3mm spacer, and then we're going to do the bead caps. So you have bead cap facing up, crackle bead, bead cap facing down, and then you're going to have the 5mm spacer, then the large shell, and now you have 1/2 of the hoop earring, and on the other half you're going to do this exact same thing, going the other way. All right, so there we have it. And I mean, when it comes to hoop earrings, you just got to put the beads in any order that you like, that you're comfortable with, that you think looks good. I think that's pretty neat. So now we're going to close it off. So the way I close off hoop earrings is I'm going to put the end of this circle through the loop we made on this side. So just like that, I'm just going to put that through that hoop. And you don't want to pinch it too hard because you don't want the loop to be any, you don't want to force it to be any smaller. So what I do is I put it through about as far as I need, and then I'm going to hold it closed right there, go a little bit farther, right there at that loop. So I'll hold it just like that. And then this part that's sticking out right here, I'm going to go back in with my round nose pliers right there at the end. And this time you do want it facing up and down. The first loop that we made, we had it going this way where it was on its side. This time you're going to have it going straight up and down. So again, go in there with your round nose pliers. And when you get to the very end of the metal, you want to do the same thing as far as rolling it back. So you want to roll it back until you meet the wire that you're started out with, just like that. So now, when you have both of those loops and you let it loose, the one loop is hanging on to the other one. So it's not gonna come loose, all right? That's why you don't wanna make your loops too big so that you can't accidentally pull it off or anything like that. All right, so what you just created was the loop at the top. So it's twofold. It holds the other loop, just like that. And it's also the loop for you to put your ear wire on. So now, take your ear wire, open it just a little bit, put it through that loop on the top, close it back just like that. And there you have it, your hoop earrings. So now we're gonna go ahead and create another one and we'll meet back up. All right, here is the pair of hoop earrings. I'm gonna set all the pairs up that I made on my display so we can see it better. All right, so here they are. And like I said, these are just super simple hoop earrings, and I just love the way that they come out. The longest part of the process really is just kind of figuring out what design you're going to have. This month's Sam's Bead Box just really made it easy to design. And of course, I didn't show this pair earlier. This was another pair that I had made. It had those kind of swirly flat disc beads and then the swirl round beads from the bead box. Just really, really nice. I wanted to show how simple this particular design can be. So if you like this video and you want to see other videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and give me a like. Leave a comment. I love reading my comments. You guys are so, so kind, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And I definitely look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.